I'm in Washington, D.C., Danny. How you doing?
Good. You just kind of outed Chad too, though, for his area code.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oops.
Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, I'm Paul,
How's it going, Paul? How are
originally
things?
from Florida. Saw you in New York City, I guess in November.
Oh,
Great
okay.
job, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Hey,
What's up?
all right, here's my interesting question for you.
Yes.
I'm a Mormon man in Washington, D.C.
You're a what?
A Mormon man.
Oh, you're a Mormon. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and
How's
I'm
that going?
trying to date. It's honestly pretty great, but I'm trying to date the Mormon babes in D.C. and these chicks are a little. They're looking for a man that's not real. Like they got standards way too high, up to the roof.
Like,
They're,
how so?
mm, let's see. I'm a solid like 4.5 or 5. So I
Out of
get it.
5, of course.
No, Danny, out of 10, out of 10. You're
Nah,
a solid 6 on that scale though. So it's how it is.
Yeah, yeah. So we're both 10s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, exactly. But so do you meet them on normal apps, or is there a Mormon app?
There is a Mormon app. I meet chicks through like church stuff,
Okay.
through like local parties we got. There's probably like a pool of like 150 to 200 here in the area.
Okay, so that's really not that big of a pool, to be honest, for a city the
Right.
size
We're
of Washington,
incredibly
D.C.
inbred.
Yeah, it's like
Incredibly
I've heard,
inbred.
you know what, I've heard that Mormonism is similar to, like, culturally kind of similar to Judaism a bit.
Yeah,
There's some
except we're sober.
parallels.
Except we're sober and we're a bunch of mid-20s virgins.
Yeah, but you guys love business, right?
It's kind of like the mafia. Like if you know a Mormon, we'll get you a job.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find the right people. We'll ship you across the country if you need to. It's kind of the mafia. You need help, we'll get you.
You guys are, you take care of your own, if you will.
Yeah, you need the squad to help you move, we'll do it. You need some help with money, we'll do it.
That's pretty cool.
But it's the good and the bad is kind of, you got to date as if you have a reputation. That's like, you can't just be like anonymous, like you're in New York City, just doing whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, you got to really worry about. Well, did you ever listen? We talked about it on Boys Cast, but there was like this woman who was like Mormon, and then she started doing porn.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, and then she was.
Was that?
Yeah,
and then episode?
I don't know, but then she got found out, and then she was like, and we were like, isn't that just kind of grounds for instant excommunication there?
Yeah, it sounds like a bad time.
Yeah, but she's like, I want to keep going to church and stuff, and like she's like, I want to stay a Mormon, and you're like, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, bro, don't do anything halfway like that. Like, if you're just gonna be a porn star, just be a porn star.
Yeah, but she had kids, and she was like, raised them all in the Mormon church and all this stuff, and she just was like, I still I want my cake and eat it too, if you will, Paul.
Sometimes Jews just gotta eat the beef, or gotta eat the pork.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta eat the pork. But so, anyways, so back to your conundrum here. So you have a very tiny pool of people that are available to you, and you're having some issues with this.
Right. So I've had girlfriends. It kind of works out. I'm trying to play for keeps. Getting married a little too young.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Okay.
29, making good money. Most of the chicks I go out with are in master's programs. So they don't understand that. I'm spooked that they probably got like $100,000, $200,000 of student debt because they're going to these expensive grad schools.
Right.
Is there like a good way that I should flex my money without being too in your face or over the top with what are some tips you have for flexing that you have money without seeming like you're flexing that you got money?
I would say, to be honest, I think you're better off not. Like, unless you think that you need this to. I don't know how big of a deal this is, I guess, in the Mormon community where like a girl won't date you because like, you could definitely you don't have to come off as being like broke or anything, but you don't, you don't need to be like, oh, here's my fucking like $80,000 watch or whatever. Although watches are generally the best way to flex large sums of money pretty casually because you can just be like, but again, if the girl doesn't know that that's a super expensive watch, then you're just kind of impressing other guys, I guess. I don't know. But I would say probably avoid immediate urge to flex money because it's I don't know, like I don't know if you'll get the girl that, like, I don't know if you want that kind of girl who's like turned on by money, and then that's just going to cause you more problems in the long run. You know, like, oh, don't come off that you're fucking destitute or anything, and I'm sure you're not. But I would try and, I mean, you guys already are bonding around the fact that you're both Mormons, and you only have like, I mean, it's kind of like you both know that you have so many like few limited options, right? So, I mean, I feel like you kind of have to figure something else out, you know, unless they come off that that's what they're just like obsessed with money. Now, in terms of, you're worried about having to take on their debt?
I mean, that's just in the back of my head. Is like it's going to be a bad proposition no matter what.
Yeah.
Or as far as like 80% of them probably have some high amount of student debt.
Probably. I was talking to this comic the other day. It's crazy the numbers for student debt in America because it's very different in Canada. But I was talking to this guy. He's an attorney who's a comedian. He said he had $280,000 in student debt. I'm just like, that's
no, but I've heard that. Some chick was telling me she didn't tell it straight to me, but she's like, yeah, I capped out my federal student loans for grad school and I took another $100,000. And I looked it up, and the cap for federal student loans for grad school was like $150,000.
God damn it! Is she doing like a worthwhile thing, or like one of those things?
No, she got a master's in like English, and then realized she couldn't get a good job, and she went back to she's doing law school now.
That's okay. I mean, I guess if she finishes law school, that'll have been worth it. But yeah, master's in English is.
Danny, what is she doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I would make that a line item in your fucking future budget, is girls with fucking tons of debt with useless degrees, because it sounds like it's going to be coming out of your end.
Yeah, I'm doomed for it. But I mean, do you have any? Yeah.
But in terms of advice, I would not worry about. I mean, I don't know what dating's like in Mormonism. Like what is the dating? Like, what do? You go on dates, like sex before marriage? No.
No. We're not doing that.
None of that. So
none of that.
You're just
hard mode.
Yeah. So you just are like you hug and then you get married, kiss.
Oh yeah, there's some good makeouts.
Yeah, there's some good makeouts, but that's kind of
that's about it.
That's about it. So I don't know. I mean, you just really got to like get to know them. I guess it's a very different. I guess I'll say than most heathens are used to over here in the West. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know, but I'd say you can't be that picky unless you want to, you know, have to move to go find more fucking.
Yeah, it might be the solution. I mean, I am not that picky, Danny. I go out with chicks. I usually can get a second date, but sometimes not. But you know, sometimes I just get that text of like, you know, I think we'd just be better off as just good friends.
Damn.
But I mean, I'm coming out of like a year-long relationship with a chick, so.
Yeah, I would say that's the thing is like normally my advice would be if you're coming out of a relationship, I'd be like, go, you know, date and have fun. But your dating doesn't even sound like fun to me.
It's fun. I mean, it's a good time. I try and do something I'd want to do.
I guess. Anyway. Yeah. But it's not like the real fun. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like,
I'm not just slamming hoes left and right.
Yeah. That's I mean, do you guys have like any sort of, like, what was the thing in the Catholic Church they had where you can fuck up and then you could buy someone knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, like buy your repentance or something.
Kind of, yeah. There's a term for it. I can't remember what it is, but someone knows. But like you can't get like you guys can't get like a day pass for Mormonism, or I guess that's kind of not the point, right?
That's not really the point.
Yeah.
No, so
indulgence. That's what someone says. Yes, it was an indulgence. That's what you guys need. Yeah. But I will say this is if you literally have 200 women to choose from, I imagine, you know, instantly you got to think just based on whatever, I don't know, quarter of them minimum are like just going to be instant no's. Mm-hmm. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. I mean, you're not going to meet all of them, but I guess you just work your way through the pool. I guess that's what you got to do.
Hard work.
Right. But I mean, it's like if they're only, that's the thing is like if the Mormon women are only looking for Mormon men, then it must be only a matter of time before you guys connect.
And hey, something that's working in my favor is that there are like twice as many Mormon chicks as there are Mormon dudes.
Well, then there you go. The deck's stacked.
It should be incredibly stacked in my favor, but
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are there ever Mormons who are like dating two girls at once, but like they're not no sexual stuff? They're just like, does that ever happen?
It's a lot more common the other way around, where you got a chick who's like going out. I mean, this happened to me before. A chick who's like going out with two dudes, trying to not let them know about each other.
Yeah.
Because with dudes, like, you know, guys, you got to actually spend the money and you got to like think of something to do. And a lot of women, they just, you know, like I knew a girl in college. She was just out on the meal plan, you know, like different guy for lunch and dinner every day, just getting taken out to the best places.
Did you go to BYU?
Yeah, for a little bit. For half my undergrad, I did. So
okay.
Maybe I got to move back to Zion, you know, just move back to Israel and get my Orthodox lady. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you like an Orthodox Jewish lady.
No, I'm talking Mormon chicks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't want one of those. Yeah, I don't know, man, because it kind of stumps me. I guess you just got to keep trying, man. You got to keep pushing through, and it's really a different world to me because I'm like, I don't know how you, like, I mean, it's very similar in many ways, I imagine, but. Yeah, that's a tough one. But I mean, just based on the fact that the pool's so small, I'd say you just keep going.
Yeah,
because they know that they're, you know, they're not the supply of them's too high versus the men.
I mean, I hope so.
They know that
there's some older chicks and they've got no clue, like 36 and still thinking she's got like 10 years to have kids or something.
Really?
Like,
I figure y'all would be marrying young.
That's what you think, but I don't know. Maybe they just end up in DC because they're just like trying to figure out something else with life. Or like,
you know, I would very casually be dropping certain just statistics that'll kind of like push them, you know, in the right direction. Just like, you know, be like, hey, do you know like the replacement like rates going down? Like the birth rates and
we're better than babies pretty soon, Danny.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. You just got to be like, oh, you know, you hear that like when you should reach a certain age, like you're more likely to have complications in pregnancy. You're just like, I was just reading that randomly, just kind of.
Oh jeez.
I mean, you got to do something to stack the deck in your favor
here. Yeah. And it might be a little bit of like DC attracts a lot of really far left-leaning chicks.
Yeah, that
are like very passionate about their underpaying non-government organization or their political job, and maybe I'm just in a bad spot as a Trump donor. I don't know.
I don't know. I guarantee you. How long have you been out on the market for?
In DC or in general?
In DC.
2.5 years.
But when did your relationship end? No, I mean like when you're trying to find
on the market again. She dumped me in January because I didn't have more than one corona shot.
Shut up.
No, for real. You
got dumped because you didn't have enough vaccines?
Right. So we went to the movie theater, and DC was requiring that you show a vaccine card.
Yeah.
I just got the one-shot Johnson & Johnson because they threatened to fire me if I didn't.
Yeah.
And so I got just that. And then I had honestly, like, I don't even, like, politically care about it. But I had some really bad physical reactions to it.
I mean, they literally just came out and said, like, you should not take the Johnson & Johnson vaccine unless... Damn it, I'm going to get in trouble on this YouTube channel. But they did... No, anyway. It's fine, whatever. But, like, they actually did come out and say, like, take any other one besides the Johnson & Johnson. It's not an anti-vax thing. They're just like, that's the worst one.
Yeah, it was the worst one. It was April a year ago. I just got the first one available that was given to me. And I had really bad migraines that messed up my vision when I had them. So I was just like, you know what? Unless like I really have to, I'm not getting another one of these shots.
Yeah.
And so I never
you got the single shot one.
I got the single shot one.
And she was making you get a second shot?
She didn't even want to talk it through. We'd been going out for like a year, and she's pissed all of a sudden. And like the very next day said, we're done. We're too different. I can't do this anymore. We'd be okay for each other, but we're just, that we're too different from each other.
Man, I honestly feel like I hear shit like this, and I know you're probably like, this sucks, but I go, you dodged a bullet here.
Honestly, probably dodged a bullet.
You did, because it seems in the moment you go, this sucks, but then you're like, if she's this irrational and like crazy like this, you know, what do you think it's going to be like in 5 years from now? It's not going to be better.
There would have been something that came up, and, you know, it's like getting married to her and she gets a buzz cut or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I mean, this stuff was going to get worse. It always does.
Yeah, it was like, you know, like we watched some Harry Potter special, and they like intentionally exclude J.K. Rowling, and she was like, well, yeah, it's because she's such a anti-trans feminist or something. It was like,
the turf.
Yeah, like I thought that was just like an internet meme, but this chick was for real about it. So honestly,
I mean, if you're, I mean, it sounds like
not in DC is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you guys are on different waves. You dodged a bullet on that one. But anyways, okay, Paul. Right. Good luck.
Thanks, Danny.
Please, if you make any progress, please call back and let us know.
Danny, I'll make you proud. Okay,
thanks,
you're invited to the wedding.
Fuck
I'll
yeah!
fly you in.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Love you. Thanks,
Love you.
Bro.
Take care, buddy.
Bye.
I was gonna say this is gonna be a rager, but it's a Mormon wedding, so it's definitely not gonna be a rager. Anyways, that was Paul.